Hey guys, this is Dr. B.J.Hardick. We're talking about activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is one of my own personal favorite supplements. It's something that I use every single day, but a lot of people don't even know what it is. Historically, activated charcoal dates back to the days of Hippocrates when it was used to treat intestinal illnesses. It was used to treat even certain neurological conditions like epilepsy. We know that activated charcoal has this incredible binding ability to actually bind toxins. Starting in about the 1950s, 1960s, hospitals started using activated charcoal so that if somebody came in to the hospital and they had been dealing with alcohol poisoning or a drug overdose or somebody had consumed a toxic chemical, the hospital staff would fill the patient's mouth with activated charcoal because activated charcoal would not get absorbed by the body, but in fact it would stay in the alimentary canal, meaning from the mouth, down the esophagus, into the stomach, out into the small intestines and then the large intestines and then out of the body. So activated charcoal, unlike just regular charcoal, it has been blasted with oxygen so that it has a super high surface area. The higher the surface area, the better the binding capacity. And that's why you want activated charcoal, not just charcoal. And it's a great magnet for toxins. So that's how it's used on an emergency basis. It's even used on an emergency basis for things like very severe burns and wounds. But there's ways that you can use activated charcoal in your everyday life that are going to benefit you from, I would consider to be a detoxification perspective. The first thing is I'm actually starting to see activated charcoal show up in certain natural toothpastes. I'm seeing it show up in certain mouthwashes as well because of its binding ability. I have at all times in my shower a black bar of soap because it's largely made of activated charcoal. You look at a black bar of soap and think, won't that make my skin dirty? But in fact, because of its binding ability, it actually makes your skin incredibly clean because of its ability to pull toxins and chemicals. It's actually really, really cool. If you think about a whole home water filtration system, not everybody's able to filter all of the water coming into their home. Not everybody's always able to get spring water in their home. But one thing that I would at least urge people to do is at least use a carbon filter, which uses activated charcoal, to ensure that the water that you drink, and ideally the water that is used in your shower, they'd be going through a carbon filtration process with activated charcoal so that any of the toxic city chemicals that are in city water get filtered out so that you're getting the cleaner version of the water. And the other thing to consider though is activated charcoal when you're consuming it as a supplement. So I do it on a supplement on a regular basis. I do it twice a day. Frankly, when I was doing a lot of heavy detoxification work years ago, I was consuming it in the powdered form. I was doing scoops full of activated charcoal. My mouth was constantly black. The bathroom was black. The sink was black. It's a lot easier now. You can indeed get it as a condensed supplement, and that's what I would recommend so that you can do it on a regular basis. But there is one thing to remember. Because activated charcoal has such a binding ability, make sure you have it at least 2 hours away from food. That way, you're not going to be binding up all the nutrients that your body really should be absorbing and utilizing for your nutritional health. So there's many ways that you can use activated charcoal. I sure hope you'll check it out and let me know how you do as far as your health benefits. People start to consume artificial sweeteners, people think that they're consuming a food. We're literally tricking the taste buds into thinking that we're consuming something that has a calorie, but yet you're getting nothing with calories. So you know what? It actually increases people's cravings. Healthy drinks. So these are the Cokes, the Rockstar energy beverages, the Starbucks drinks. When you look around, now the New York City government, the municipal government, has proclaimed that the average person consumes 93 packets of sugar a day as a result of all the commercially available sugar beverages.